like we are now at 7:50 a.m. Thank you for clearing the course. Start time is 8 a.m. And Scott Bradley from Rito is going to help us call this morning's events. So I'll hand the mic over to him.
One, two. folks. We are about 3 minutes away from the start of day 3 here at Regina, Lake Wascana, the 2019 CKC Sprint National Championships. We're waiting on the start for our first race of the day. It's the first of 3 heats in the U16 Women's K2 500 meters. And I will say this, for many young paddlers, this will be their first appearance at Nationals with the crew boat starting off today. For all of our morning advancements, if there are 3 heats, it's the top 2 boats and then the top 3 fastest times from the 3 heats. Looks like a little wind up there at the top of the course. They backed off the start line. go, folks. We have a start to day 3 at the 2019 CKC National Sprint Championships here in Regina. Our first heat, and I know it's early, but there's some speculation. Been from Bannock, Sophie Bouvette, and Ivy Murphy. In lane 2 from Calgary, thank you for the cheer for Bannock. Calgary, lane 2, Zoe Lamoureux-Hunt and Lauren Renz. Lane 3, False Creek, Julianne Giroir and Bryn Nival. In lane 4, Bonnie Beach, Sydney Deutsch and Stephanie Draycott. Lane 5 from Calgary, Julie Demchuk and Ava Hampshire. Lane 6, Rideau, Kyla Drouin, Ina Zeng. Lane 7 from Sonobe, Taylor Ferguson, Livia Naus. Lane 8, Nanaimo, Niam Gibbons and Kiera Willis. And in lane 9 from Rideau, Felicia Dion and Darcy Warswick. Like 5 and 7 right now, folks. That's Calgary and Sonobe off with good races. Lane 1 looking strong as well. That's Bannock. And again, top 2 finishers and the 3 fast. Seven looking good. Sonobe, Ferguson, and Naus. And that's Calgary, Demchuk, and Hampshire. Good race here, folks. 1 looking strong as well. That's Bannock. Did I not say this would be one of the most exciting races of the day? And it will be right now. Looks like Bannock. Looks like 1, 5, 7, and 3. But again, just a reminder, all results here from the tower are unofficial through the day. Do check the CKC app for the official times and results. We're going to do our best to try and call here from the tower. But again, results from here are unofficial. Check the apps. Start 2. 8:05 race 151, heat number 2 of the U16 women's K2 500 meters. In lane 1 from Masqua, Becca Selicanat, Best, and Gwyneth DeRoche. Lane 3 from Cascade, Hannah Boehm and Genevieve Griffin. Lane 4 from Rideau, Toshka Bashara and Alexander Joab. Lane 5, Bannock, Rain Myers and Emily Parsons. Lane 6, Richmond Hill, Catherine Condino and Maria Ivanov. Lane 7, Nanaimo, Siobhan Gibbons and Tegan Letwin. Lane 8 from Lac Sargent, Romy Chamberlain and Joelle Cote. And in lane 9 from Nelson, Tess Nuttall and Erica Potkins. Love the cheering from the Bannock family. I don't know why we're not hearing cheers from the other folks out here on stage when we announce the names. It creates some, there we go. Right now, folks, that's Bannock, Myers and Parsons, and Bashara and Joab from Rideau, 5 and 4. Great race from Bannock right now, folks. Looking strong. Lane 1 coming on here as well, folks, from Masqua. And right now it will be lane 5, Bannock. Lane 4, Rideau, and lane 1, Masqua. Lane 6 for the solid races. To heat number 3, race 152. 8 boats in this race. Starting off lane 1, Point Claire, Brianne Bedard and Kalina Bedal. In lane, nice job, Point Claire. In lane 2, Lac Sargent and Sophie Lessard and Ruby Stott. In lane 4 from Falls Creek, Kaisha Byler and Julian Hellowell. Lane 5, Lachine, Charlotte Bray and Marie-Pierre Allais. In lane 6 from Sonobe, Fiona O'Donnell and Molly Rusinek Short. In lane 7, that's it, parents. Lane 7, Richmond Hill, Madeline Ban and in lane 9 from Ottawa, Sierra Fallis and Julia Kennedy. That's Lachine right now, Bray and Halle. In lane 6, we've got Sonobe. All right, Atlantic Crew's looking strong this morning in the K2, folks. And again, great to see a number of these paddlers making their debut today at the National Championship for our paddlers. Right now, that's 5, Lachine, Bray, and Halle. Looking good. And in lane 6, we've got Sonobe, O'Donnell, and Rusnik Short. Race for the third will be Lachine and Sonobi. With False Creek grabbing the third spot, and that will be Rito in 4. We've got a short course break right now. We're going to be coming back with junior men's C2 500 meters. There'll be 2 heats. Yeah, we're just getting ready for the 820 race, which is race 153, junior men's C2 500 meters. they're starting to get ready, folks, for our next race. All right, as you can see, right up there, folks, that is Point Claire, lane 2, Shannon Miles and Foster Salpeter, lane 3, Micmac, Eric Schwinard and Daniel McDonald, lane 4, from Fort, Connemara and Omer Saeed, in lane 5, Lac Beauport, Alexis Dallaire and Alex Plumteau, lane 6, Mississauga, Kieran Moorfield, Ian Jack Tuddy, in lane 7, Toba, Matthias Braga, and Florian Hasker Curer, and looking good, Point Claire, that's Miles and it will be Point Claire, and 3 is Micmac, 236. Sorry, folks, for the late call on that one. We're just working on the audio here to make sure the live stream is working well also for the grandparents and parents across Canada and around the world listening, tuning in live to the Canoe Kayak Canada website. Nothing gets an announcer more excited to know that he's broadcasting worldwide. And I can tell I'm very excited to be up on the tower here at Nationals. It's the next step on your way to announcing at the Junior Worlds or Senior Worlds. Who knows, right? It's in fact, the announcing today is being recorded for future announcer tryouts. C'est la raison pour aujourd'hui, je prononce le nom en français très très bien parce que c'est très important aujourd'hui pour moi. Demonstrate? On démonstrate. Demander. Oh, merci. Quand je parle en français, je suis très nerveux, mais je pratiquais mon français aujourd'hui. All right, we're getting ready for heat number 2, 825, race 154. And I think the advancements, again, check the CKC app for the official results, but the advancements in 2 heats is top 3 from each heat and the 3 fastest times. And they're off. We have lane 3, Pointe-Claire, Alexandre Demishkovich, and Stéphane Richard. Lane 4, Sakoa, Tyler Laidlaw, and James McPhee. Lane 5, Wascana, the home course, Jaden Hingley and Robin Kendall. In lane 6, from Rito, Connor O'Neill and Sam Smith. And in lane 7, from Sonobe, Ian Carew and Matthew Zink. Good stroke rate from all these paddlers right now, folks. Good race. Look. Wascana giving chase as well. Couple of young paddlers, folks. You can see the life jackets there in lane 6 and 7. Right now, folks, that's Sakoa, Laidlaw, and McPhee looking good. En deuxième position, Pointe-Claire. And there will be Sakoa, Pointe-Claire, and Wascana moving on. We'll have to see what happens here, the final spots here, folks. That's Sonobe. And Sam Smith and Connor O'Neill from Rito. Folks, we've just been informed that the audio and video are now working on the live stream. So if you want to take the time, call up the grandparents back wherever they are and take 10 or 15 minutes to explain how to find the live stream on the internet. Now is a good time to do so as you wait for this next race to come down the course. We do have instructions up here. If you need to explain, make it easier to explain to grandparents watching how to get online. We can help you with that, of course. It's a service we do offer up here in the announcer's tower. Men's K2 500-meter race coming up. 3 heats in this race. And 27 boats. And they're off. This is 8:30, race 155. Heat number 1 of the U18 men's K2 500 meters. 3 heats, top 2 in each heat, plus the top 3 times. We'll move on. Lane 1, we have Ridge, Darren Grinnell, and Stephen Wong. Lane 2, Trois-Rivières, Louis Blanchette, and Matisse Rossum. Lane 3, Greater Edmonton, Harris Swala, and Jason Kamenuk. Lane 4, Rito, Alessandro Busa, and Jacob Price. Alexander Dmitriev. Lane 6, Lac Beauport, Jerome Delosier MacArthur and Jeremy Gagnon. Lane 7 from Ottawa, Colin Drain and Robin Gugliani. Lane 8, Bannock, Lachlan Cranston and Cole Parsons. And in Lane 9 from Sonobe, James Aerith Elwood and Tyler Myers. Quick races, folks. Right now, looks like Rito in lane number 4. Busa and Price. Looks like 4 and 6, that's Lac Beauport. Looks like Rito, Busa and Price. Lac Beauport. And it will be 4, 6, and 8. And we need right now, folks, we need boats 1, 4, and 8 to boat control. Again, we need 1, 4, and 8 to boat control. We have a start to heat number 2 of the U18 men's K2 500 meters. Lane 1, Cascade, Quinn Ball and Ty Whitehouse. Lane 2, Pointe-Claire, Jeremy D'Souza and Justin Levine. Lane 3 from Bunuk, Matthew Pyle and Liam Ring. Lane 4, Burloak, Adam Baird and Liam O'Hara. Lane 5, Bunuk, Thomas Cox and Jack Hall. Lane 6 from Carlton Place, Aiden Dumont and Gavin Redwood Wheeler. Lane 7, Falls Creek, Marvin Bader and Lucas Morton. Ben Weiser and Ethan Page. And in lane 9 from Sonobe, Eli Nolan and Robert Walsh. Thank you to all the parents for that race. Really easy names to pronounce. Eli, yeah, I got that one right. Thank you. Folks, quite a race here. This is tight, looking tight. 5, 4. Right now, too close to call on this one, folks. Three, Chima. 5, Clive, 4, no, sorry, I got that wrong. 3 is Bunuk. 5's Bunuk. 4, Burloak. Folks, great race here. 2's Pointe-Claire. And it will be 3, 5, 4, 2. Nice race there, folks. And we will need 2, 4, and 8. And great when you see some of these young paddlers coming in with life jackets on. You know that's a U16 paddler. Could be their first time paddling here at Nationals. Great to see. We're getting ready for heat number 3 of the race 157 of the U18 men's K2 500 meters. Just check the weather network, folks. Here in Regina, it's August 29th. We've set a record for the warmest day ever here in Regina today, August 29th. It is now the warmest day ever as it reaches 10 degrees this morning. Big news here in Regina, folks. It's the warmest August 29th on record. We have a start to heat number 3 of the U18 K2 500 meters. Lane 1, Point Claire, Mark Mancini and Emil Prou. Lane 2, Nanaimo, Thomas Duff and Ivan Strashenko. Lane 3, Chima, Matthew Odas and Xavier Lavassa. Lane 4, Toba, Simons Hunt and Sasha Skurzek. Lane 5, Torrevia, Mathieu Gilbert and Laurent Levine. Lane 6, False Creek, Hunter Nival and Nolan Tomaselli. Lane 7, Greater Edmonton, Yvon Chiasson and Jeremy Poulin. Lane 8, 9 from Chima, Thomas McGrath and Malcolm Wark. Right now, looks like Claudia, Gilbert and Levine. 3's looking strong. That's Chima, Odas and Lavassa. Of course, Laurent Levine with a silver medal at the Junior World Championships, folks, last month in Romania. Lane 2's looking strong. That's Nanaimo, Duff and Strashenko. Good race here, folks. Who's making a move? It'll be 5, 2, and 3. D'Olivier, Nanaimo, and Chima. And another thought that's going through a lot of your minds right now, folks, as you enjoy the balmy weather this morning, there are only 117 days left until, 117 shopping days left until Christmas. It's a good time to check out the CKC Sprint Nationals swag tent. Lots of great stuff this year, folks. I do understand for some reason they've sold out the sweatshirts, but there are lots of great stuff available in the CKC Sprint Canoe Kayak National Championship swag tent event here in Regina. Congrats to all the organizers and volunteers so far. It's been a great regatta. First of 2 heats, women's U16 C4 500 meters. And again, it's early, but could be one of the more exciting races of the day, folks. Five boats, 4 provinces in this race. And we've got to start. Lane 3, Point Claire, Brianne Bedard, Kalina Badal, Danielle Pugsley, and Katrina Stork. In lane 4, from Marito, Clara Gibbon, Ella Hodgson-Pachot, Amelia Soulière, and Amelia Wojtek. Grace Nizer, Zoe Nizer, and Mattia Patterson. Lane 6, Sonobi, Ava Carew, Jacqueline Moore, Livia Naus, and Danny Vinny. And in lane 7, from Chima, JC Grant, Bailey Gray, Lindsay Murray, and Madeline Smith. Rita looking strong, folks, in this race. Ella Hajin-Pajot is Junior World silver medalist earlier this year in Romania. Having a good race. Karoo, Moore, Naus, and Vinny. And with 2 heats, it'll be top 3 boats and the 3 fastest times moving on to the final. Canada Geese getting in on the heat here, folks. Taking a look. And right now, that's Rito, lane number 4, Sonobi in 6. And in 7, that's Chima, Grant, Gray, and it will be the Rito Canoe Club coming through in first place, folks. Sonobi and Chima. In 3, that's Pointe-Claire. Let's give a big hand to the host club here, Wascana. Looks like some young paddlers in this canoe. Folks, probably their first nationals. Let's give them a cheer. Probably their first nationals race right now. Let's get them across the line, folks. Let's go, Wascana. Give them a cheer, folks. Wascana, the host club. Looks like some young paddlers in that canoe, and we've got them across. Way to go, Wascana, your first nationals for a couple of you, I think. Well done. Looks like they've had to turn them around here, folks. It is windy out there. If it's windy here, it's windier out there. And they've had to, with the big C4 canoes, tough to keep them straight on the start line. Just as the temperatures warm up this morning, folks, just been informed the polar bear warning for the lake has been lifted. The threat of polar bears on the lake, it's gone. So we're good now for the rest of the day. And just a reminder as well that when you Google canoe kayak jokes, there are none. So all the material up here, folks, from the booth is original. There is no website for canoe kayak jokes. We have checked. Trust me. These restarts I got to tell you, these restarts are tough because you got to keep it going, right? As they're getting the canoes around, you got to keep the excitement. You got to build it up. You got to fill the free time with just material. C'est une opportunité qui pratiquer mon français maintenant aussi. Mais c'est très froid aujourd'hui à Regina. Anyone here from Micmac? Who's here from Micmac? Chris. Folks, we have a start, too. I got caught up in the heat of the moment there, folks, with heat number 2, Micmac, Asia Debo, Miranda James, and Georgia Tousignan in lane number 2. Lane 3 is Masqua, Geneva Bond, Becca Siliconat, Nia Garden, and Kavita Thomas. Lane 4, False Creek, Kaisa Byler, Abby Charlesworth, Julien Giroir, and Asia Sinanaki. Lane 5, Otterburn, Leanne Castonguay, Camille Fontaine, Maeva Gamache, and Leah Sylvain. Lane 6, Calgary, Zoriana Garza, Julian Korelski, Zoe Lamara Hunt, and Lauren Renz. And in lane 7, from Laxel and Ruby Stott. Folks, looks like a great race right now. Could be one of the more exciting races of the morning. 3 boats neck and neck. Look at this, folks. We got 2, 3, and 5. That's Masqua in 3, Otterburn in 5. Micmac giving chase. Again, top 3 and top fastest times will move on. Right now, it looks like Masqua. And it will be Masqua, Otterburn, and Micmac. Again, top 3 fastest times. Nice race here, even the back end. We've got False Creek coming through there, folks. Gotta say, I love the color combination on that Otterburn canoe. The yellow with the maroon was a good look. All right, and that's it for the 2 heats in the U16 Women's C4. Getting ready now for the U18 Men's C2. Three heats. Racing for the Mac Hickox Trophy. And they're off, folks. U18 men's C2, 500 meters, first of 3 heats. We have in lane 2, Otterburn, Antoine Fontaine, and Felix Picard. Lane 3, Fort, Braden Davis and Noah Syed. Lane 4, Mississauga, Dylan Schroeder and Benjamin Spring. Lane 5 from Masqua, Andrew Billard and Nicholas Coach. Lane 6, Lac Beauport, Médéric Desrochers and Edgar Desay. Lane 7, Mississauga, Ben Bollinger and Joshua Cummings. And in lane 8 from Burloak, we have Thomas Brenneman and Max Vernouy. Looks right now, folks, like that is in lane 4 and 5. We've got Masqua. Masqua in 5, that's Billard and Koch. Lane 4 is Mississauga, Schroeder and Spring. Good race here. 3 heats, top 2 in each heat, and the top 3 fastest times. Good race. Masqua and Mississauga. Phonetically strong as well. And it will be Billard and Koch in lane number 5 coming through. And Masqua's Andrew Billard, for folks might be aware, but Andrew competed for Canada at the Junior Worlds this year, had a great race, a couple of great races for Canada, folks. Andrew Billard from Masqua winning that heat, but one of the up-and-coming stars in the junior program for canoe, men's canoe. We've got to start the heat number 2, men's. U18 C2, 500 meters, lane 2, Burloak, Jonathan Bates and Peter Bremerman. Lane 3, Greater Edmonton, Dylan Evan Kuski and Aiden Stock. Lane 4, False Creek, Idris Hunter and Quinn Thompson. Lane 5, Pointe Claire, Jacob Merrill Arpan, Jaden Tello. Lane 6, from Miranda, Austin Gallio and Braden Reinhardt. Lane 7, Sonobi, Jacob Quillen and Logan Tom. And then lane 8 from Cascade, thank you. And in lane 8 from Cascade, Adrian Ball and Ivan Jensen. For those watching at home and around the world, or both, it is windy here, and it's tough to keep these C2s going. So just to give you a sense, it's you see the little chop on the water. These C2s are one of the tougher boats to control in the wind. So these paddlers are doing a fantastic job coming down the course here today. It's also, with the wind and the cold temperatures, incredibly hard to keep your vocal cords up and announcing. So it's not an easy task here in the booth, but we're trying our best, folks. We're digging through. Just like these paddlers. That looks like Pointe Claire right now. Merrill Arpan, Terreau. And in 7, we've got Sonobi, Quillen, and Tom. Good race here, folks. Lane 2, Greater Edmonton having a nice race. Lane 4, False Creek. It will be right now. Sonobi, Pointe Claire. A nice push from lane 2. That's Greater Edmonton. Nice race, Greater Edmonton. And again, top 2, and the 3 fastest times. Sorry, folks, that's lane 2. That's Burloak. My apologies. And just a reminder, all times are unofficial from the tower here. Do check the CKC app for the official times and results. And let's get back to calling boat control. We haven't been doing that. I apologize. Lane 2, 5, and 8 to boat control, please. 2, 5, and 8 to boat control. Yeah, we've got to start to heat 3. 6 boats in this race. Starting off in lane 2, Lac Beauport, Louis Couture and Victor Hardy. Lane 3, Pointe Claire, Danielle Royale and Noah Tran. Lane 4, Rito, Logan Gauthier and Matthew O'Neill. Lane 5, Wascana, Jaden Hingley and Christian Patterson. Lane 6, South Niagara. Brendan Canning and Rylan Sharp. Looks right now like that's Rito, Gauthier, and O'Neill. Nice race from South Niagara out there in lane 6, folks. But Gauthier and O'Neill right now from Rito in lane 4. In lane 2, that's Lac Beauport, Couture, and Hardy. It will be, though, O'Neill and Gauthier. Nice race for second here, folks. South Niagara and Lac Beauport. Looks like South Niagara will grab that spot. Lac Beauport third. Again, top 2 and 3 fastest times from the 3 heats. And folks, we have a start to the U18 Women's K4 500 meters. 9 boats in this race, the first of 2 heats. Should be 2 exciting races, folks, this morning. Lots of competition in the K4. We have in lane 1, Masqua, Zara Siliconat, Nia Garden, Mia Giles, and Lily McDonald. Lane 2, Rito, Alex Joab, Chloe Martin, Sarah Mercer, and Emma Rainbow. Lane 3, Wascana, Mackenzie Miller and Zoe Mortan, Grace Nicer and Aisha Sparrowhawk. False Creek is in lane 4. Abigail Donaldson, Emma Guertin, Julian Hellowell, and Eliza Robson Brown. Lane 5, Richmond Hill, Angelina Davidson, Sarah Nagy, Katie Stewart, Pierre Halle, Florence Turcotte, and Ellie Wong. Lane 7, Burloak, Julia Booth, Eva Looper, Brooke Westwater, and Anya Willis. Lane 8, Bannock, Karis McMurray, Emily Monroe, Rain Myers, and Emily Parsons. And in Lane 9, Saskatoon, Ailey Trunick, Raya Cuthill, Makina McCauley, and Shanna Topping. Good race right now, folks. Richmond Hill looking strong. Sarah Nagy in the Richmond Hill boat won a bronze medal at the Junior World Championships with Team Canada. First ever bronze medal, folks, in the K4 for Canada. Top 3 and 3 fast. Right now it looks like Richmond Hill Bannock, Lachine, and then 742. Big hand for Wascana there, folks. Lane 3, a couple of paddlers there with life jackets on, U18 category. Well done, Wascana. And that's Saskatoon coming across the line there as well, the Regina and Saskatoon home clubs. And so we don't have to rush. We'll announce 9:15, race 164, heat number 2 of the U18 women's K4. 500 meters. They're competing for the Frank Garner Trophy. It's a nice large trophy, fits nicely on your in your basement, up on the shelf. We have Lane 1, Carlton Place, Emily Best, Abby Cameron, Gwyneth Hiroshi, and Gabby Leverette. Lane 2 from Orenda, Kira Cassidy, Grace Firth, Kaylin O'Connell, and Abby Petal. Lane 3, Burnaby, Mika Sano, Lauren Coe, Katrina Lutet, and Shyla Tom. Lane 4 from Rideau, Marin Bradley, Haley Conrad, Olivia Pucci, and Jess Redden. Lane 5, Sonobe, Lily Barrett, Anna O'Brien, Fiona O'Donnell, and Molly Rusnick Short. Lane 6, Calgary, Julia Demchuk, Ava Hampshire, Siren Hampshire, and Aiden Windsor. Lane 7, Trolivière, Marie-Félix Cochane, Maxime Leblanc, Frédéric Lemire, and Océane Marchand. Lane 8, Pointe-Claire, Brianne Bedal, Kalina Bedal, Lena Bordeaux Raposo, and Anna Benedict Imbongo. And in Lane 9 from Sac, McNeil and Enya Pouliot. And they're off, folks. Rideau won this race last year, looking to defend their title. That's Sonobe next to them, looking strong as well. And it's Rideau out in front. Fastest times will move on. Right now it is Rideau. That's Sonobe in 2. Tight race here, folks. Trolivière. Looks like Trolivière in Calgary, folks. But it will be Rideau, Sonobe, and Trolivière, the top 3 spots to move on, and top 3 fastest times. Nice race from Carlton Place. All right, we've got a short course break. We're back at 9:43 for the U18 Mixed C15 War Canoe. Gives me some time to work on my material for the second half of the morning session. But great morning so far, folks. And coming up, we've got the U18 Mixed C15 200-meter War Canoes, 2 heats for the day. Back in a few minutes. My goal is to get back to the corporate, but we'll do. Are you doing work in the campaign? No, and it would be good for them, I think, to have all the global record. Right, so it's,
Daniel's making a movie about it. You see that?
Yeah. See me in it. See the.
Are you in the movie?
Oh, there's a white PR guy.
Are you serious?
Who would play me in the movie? Well, this guy apparently. Looks like it's filmed in Canada because it's got the corner gas guy in there. Looks like Canadian actors. So it's pretty funny just to see that. So hope you don't mind me firing that note off, but on the Laurence on the day. I've got questions.
No problem at all, man. We're all working together. You just weren't on the list. They got it.
All right, folks, we are getting ready for what could be some of the most exciting races of the day. It is the U18 Mixed C15 War Canoe, 14 paddlers and a captain in each race. That's in this race, that means 70 paddlers, 5 captains. That's 140 parents, 280 grandparents listening across. Tuning in, I see Stephen Page. Stephen, thank you for your comments on the YouTube Canoe Kayak Canada YouTube channel. Folks, if you are watching online, we love seeing what you have to say. Stephen, we'd love for you to get back with the Bare Naked Ladies as well, but great that you're tuning in and watching. Nelson Paddling Club, Justin Hughes cheering on, I think it's the Snowbie folks. Heidi Grace watching. And we know we've got Fonthill, Ontario listening in as well. And let's point out in this race, out to the announcer here, that False Creek, who's in lane 6, this is the first time in 32 years that we've had a war canoe from British Columbia. That's awesome. Lawrence Chin is the captain. First time in 32 years we've had False Creek or a BC war canoe. That says something with the efforts that have been going in to build up our paddling program in BC. So congrats to CKC. Congrats to all our BC paddlers. Great to see False Creek in this race, along with in lane 3, Otterburn, captained by Antoine Laliberté. Lane 4, Reed Farquharson, captain. Lane 5, Wascana, Robin Kendall, captain. Lane 6, of course, False Creek. And in lane 7, Chima, Craig Spence, captain. Folks, this is going to be exciting. We got the music ready to go, Ian? Ten boats in total racing, folks, in the heats. First of 2 heats. I could name, I know that, but I'm not going to do it. Too many names. 70 names. 70 paddlers.
Here they go. They're off, folks. Here they go. Let's hear it. Audubon and Rito off to good starts. Shima looking strong in lane 7. Here goes Rito. U18 Mixed War Canoe looking to defend their title from last year. Audubon looking good. Look at this. Right now, Rito, Chima, and Otterburn. Great job, Falls Creek in 4th spot. They will be racing in the final. And that's Wascana. Big hand for our host course here, Wascana. Great job, Wascana, in that war canoe. John Nicholson on the line here thinking Missy has to be favored in the war canoe. Rito, of course, won this last year in a thrilling 3-race event. The race was called 3 times, had to be restarted 3 times. Rito won all 3 races in the U18 Mixed War Canoe. Certainly was one of the most exciting races at last year's Nationals. And if you are watching online, folks, don't be afraid to post some good luck cheers or messages. We'll pass them on to our athletes and parents here in the crowd watching here in Regina. It's windy. The sun is starting to come out. We need Wascana and Clivia coaches to the tower, please. Wascana and Clivia coaches to the officials' tower, please. And I got to say, if you are following along right here, online, John Nicholson clearly listening in from somewhere here in Canada or who knows where. Did a little trash talking of Rito, folks online. Fun to watch. Get into the discussion. Of course, Rito Canoe Club is the only canoe club here to have a canal named after them. So it's... Lachine Canal. I apologize to the folks from Lachine. The Lachine Canoe Club also has a canal named after them. Lachine and Rito are both such great canoe clubs that they've named canals after their clubs. I don't know of a Mississauga Canal. Welland, but of course, the Rito Canoe Club is such a great place that they named the Rito Canal after the Rito Canoe Club. In fact, they dug the Rito Canoe Club to make it easier from the folks from Mississauga to come visit us at the Rito Canoe Club. That's why the Rito Canal was built. Getting ready now for heat number 2. U18 Mix C15 War Canoe. In lane 2, we've got, captained by Peter Korzanaski. I should have practiced that before I announced it. Bannock. Lane 3, Mascua. Brett Himmelman captaining it. Lane 4 is Mississauga, Doug Ellery. Lane 5, Point Claire, Michael Thomas, captain. And in lane 6, Sonobe, Peter Lombardi, captain. Sandra Robbins cheering on Point Claire. What do we got? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? This is neck and neck. Could be one of the most exciting races of the day, folks. Neck and neck. Looks right now like Bannock. But too close to call it Bannock, Mascua. Mississauga out there, that's Sonobe looking good. Folks, look at this race. Look at this race. Too close to call. It is Sonobe, Mississauga. Sonobe, Mississauga. And it might just be Mississauga, Sonobe. Wow. What a race. I think Mississauga just grabbed that. Jack Nicholson's happy back at home, wherever he is. But that was a close race, folks, and sets up what will be, I'm guessing now, putting this out there, could be the most exciting race of the day this afternoon when these canoes race for the medals and the trophy in the U6. All right, we've got a short course break. We're back at 10:05. Junior Women's K2 1,000-meter race coming up at 10:05. There'll be 3 heats in the Junior Women's K2 1,000-meter. We'll be back at about 10:03, folks, with that race starting at 10:05. Folks, we are back to racing here right now. It is the women's K2, or junior women's K2 1,000-meter race. We've got 7 boats in this race, starting off in Mississauga in lane 2. We've got Kierpa Dillon and Jenna Neat. Lane 3 is Chima, Laura McKinnon, and Riley Melanson. Lane 4, Ottawa, Sierra Fallis and Jen LeBay. Lane 5 from Bomby Beach, Sam Stein and Sam Sula. Lane 6, Olivier, Charlotte Boisvert and Leanne Gilbert. Lane 7's Rito, Allison Hayward and Darcy Warswick. And in lane 8 from Bomby Beach, Ellen Ferguson and Olivia Petrov. And keep those comments coming. Who's watching us here in Regina? And right now, looks like that is Lane 5, Balmy Beach. Sam Stein and Sam Sula. In Lane 3, Chima, Laura McKinnon and Riley Melanton right now. Looks like Lane 4, Ottawa, Sierra Falls and Gentleman Bay also having a good race. But it is the two Sams, Stein and Sula, having a good regatta so far, folks. Sam and Sam have been both had great results in their singles races. In the junior women's K2 1,000 meter, which means top two boats and the three fastest times will be moving on. Check out the life jacket in Sierra Falls, folks. That's a U16 paddler right now in the junior women's race, having a great one with Jen LeBay. But right now it is Balmy Beach, Sam Stein, Sam Sula coming through, and that's Chima, McKinnon, and Melanson. And it will be 5, 3, 4, and this is Kirpa Dillon and Jenna Neat from Mississauga coming in lane number 2. Great race from Kirpa and Jenna. Two of the more popular paddlers in Ontario, Kirpa and Jenna. Just a reminder to all those out there watching on the live stream, keep up those comments. Keep them nice, though, John. Keep them nice, all friendly here in the Canadian paddling community. Oh, we got East Coast paddler. Sandra Robbins cheering for Point Claire. And I will add, I think this is, the athletes can hear this, Rachel Cormier cheering on Nia Garden from Masqua. Fun to see all those comments coming through, though. It's great to know that folks are here watching and cheering on their paddlers from across the country. We are getting ready for the start, and it looks like we've got to start at the 1,000-meter mark, way down the course. Heat number 2, junior women's K2 1,000 meters. Lane number 2, Orenda, Kaylin O'Connell, and Lane 4 from Falls Creek, Jill Esseltine and Tiffany Yao. In lane 5 from Calgary, Sarah New Hampshire and Aiden Windsor. And in lane 6 from Rideau, Kyla Drouin and Kaylee Fortier. And another note for those watching at home as the heat number 2 comes down the course here. The course runs from north to south. So most of the winds we've had so far in the course of the regatta have been sort of tailwinds or coming in from the northwest. across the course. We are on an island called Pine Island, so where the paddlers are when they're not racing is behind Pine Island. So as the racers come down, we're looking down the course from Pine Island, from the finish line area. A great viewing area here in Pine Island from about 100 meters down to the finish line. And then once you get past the finish line, the paddlers keep on going and go to their left. And behind the island is where all the paddlers are for the race. So just for those at home who are watching, to give you some perspective on how the course is working. It's a great setup here at Lake Wascana for racing. Great viewing areas, and it's been a fantastic job by the host organizing committee to get things set up for the 2019 Nationals. Looks right now like that's Burloak, Burkholder, and Pennyfather in lane 3 with a nice lead, folks, as we get past the about the 300-meter mark. That might be Calgary, Hampshire, and Windsor in lane number 5. But it's Burkholder and Pennyfather right now, folks, with looks to be a strong lead as they come up about 250-meter mark, 3/4 of the way down the course. And again, 3 heats, top 2 in each heat, and the 3 fastest times will move on to the finals. And that is Burloak, Burkholder, and Pennyfather, lane number 3. In lane 5, that's Calgary, Hampshire, and Windsor. And in third spot right now, that is Drouin Fortier from Morito. And we'll need 2. We will need 2, 4, and 6 to boat control. Love the feedback online from Quick and Quick Healthcare. And Alan, thank you. We're trying our best with the audio and video today, but folks, it is windy, and so the conditions are a bit of a challenge. So and go up and down. We're doing our best, but it is with the windy conditions, we've had to make some adjustments, so that will impact at times the sound that you've got or hearing through the audio soundtrack or the audio live feed. And we do have a start to our third heat in the U8 or the junior women's K2 1,000 meters. This is a long race, folks, in the win that we've got Carolyn Cook and Stephanie Draycott. Lane 3, Toba, Emily Hunt and Beth Johnson. Lane 4, Micmac, Jane Gergelis and Grace Webby. Lane 5, Clavier and Catherine Lavallée-Latour and Alexandre Morin. Lane 6, Burnaby, Mika Sano and Katrina Lutet. And in lane 7, from Miranda, Kira Cassidy and Grace Firth. One to watch here, folks. In lane 4, Micmac's Grace Webby. Grace was the only U23 women's kayaker competing at the Junior World Championships. Grace had a great showing at the Junior Worlds representing Canada earlier this summer in Romania. They're at about the 750 mark right now. It's a bit out there, too early to call, but it does look like Webby and Gurgles from Micmac have the lead in this heat. And again, if you are online, feel free to comment and have some fun. Cheer on your paddlers. We'll pass on the announcements and the cheers from home as the paddlers are coming down the course. We're also being broadcast into the. Take note when you've got good wishes to pass along. So if you want to cheer folks on from online, please do so. Lots of fun to watch all the comments that are coming through from across Canada and around the world on the CKC Livestream YouTube channel. And that is right now, it is Micmac, Webby and Gurgles with the lead. Looks like Clavier right now in second spot. And it might be Burnaby right now, Asano and Lutet in lane number 6, keeping pace with Clavier. Draycott also up there as they hit the 200-meter mark. It is Webby and Gurgles with the lead. As Webby and Gurgles right now, folks, Clavier is Lavallée-Latour and Morin in lane number 5. In lane 6, that's Burnaby, Asano and Lutet. Lane 2 is Cook and Draycott from Balmy Beach. Out there in lane 7, that's Oren. Nice job by Grace and Jane there from Micmac. Folks, we got one more boat on course here right now. That's Toba, Emily Hunt and Beth Johnson. We don't get a ton of racers from Toba, so let's bring these girls in, folks. Let's get them in. Let's go, Toba. Emily Hunt, Beth Johnson from Toba, folks, coming in here. Great job, Toba. We do need boats 2, 4, and 6 to boat control, please. 2, 4, and 6 to boat control, please. Well done, Emily and Beth. All right, we're getting ready now for the start of the U16 men's C2 1,000 meters. I know there's some folks at home watching these races. A couple of big names in these 3 heats, folks. And I know some paddlers making their debut here at the Canadian CKC Sprint Nationals. So it should be a lot of fun to watch, folks, as some of these U16 paddlers come down for their first ever race number 1. U16 men's 2, 1,000 meters competing for the Ken Lane Trophy. In lane 1 from Bannock, we have Brendan Canning and Samuel Damour. Lane 2, Matt, I like that cheer. I like Masquerade. We've got Seamus Cote-Moss and Zachary Wincy. Lane 3, Mississauga, Matthew Sampson and Lucas Stringer. Lane 4, Sonobe, Jay Paliwal and Matthew Zink. I like that cheer, Sonobe. Lane 5, Pointe-Claire, Oliver Thomas and Noah Tran. Lane 6, False Creek, Danilo Corsi and Landon McCory. Lane 7 from Rito, Stuart Bradley and Sam Smith. There we go, Rito. Lane 8, Pointe-Claire, Elliot Arnatovich and Michael Stevenson. And in lane 9, Lac Beauport, Louis-Philippe Moreau and Olivier Telliot. Olivier Telliot, got that. Nice. Well done, announcer. Petit peu français aujourd'hui, mais pas bilingue, mais un petit peu français. Right about the 500-meter mark right now. Lane 4 looking strong. That is Matthew Sampson, Lucas Stringer. Not a surprise, Mississauga's got an amazing youth canoe program right now for their boys. Really strong group. They took 7 of the top 8 spots at the Ontario Championships in canoe, so doing well. Right now, lane 5, we've got, looks like 5, 6, 7 all in there. Pointe-Claire, False Creek, and Rito. Racing, tough to keep these canoes going. C2s with this wind are a challenge, particularly at the U16 age. Lane 3 is looking strong as well. That's lane 3 is Mississauga. Lane 4 is Sonobe. So right now it looks like it is lane 4. Coming on, Sonobe, Paliwal and Zink. Sampson and Stringer from Mississauga. And again, top 2 times, and the top 3 other times will move on to the finals. Nice race right now from Sonobe. Paliwal and Zink. Mississauga on their tail. And that is right now, folks, if you're watching at home, lane 4, Sonobe, lane 5, lane 4, Sonobe, lane 3, Mississauga.
See a guy walking around the crowd to introduce himself.
Battle for those 3, 4, 5 spots, folks. In lane 6, that's False Creek. Lane 5, that's Pointe-Claire. And out there in lane 7, that's Stu Bradley and Sam Smith making their Nationals debut. Great races across the board, folks. The future of our paddling community here in the canoe division, U16 men's C2. We've got 27 boats over these next 3 heats in this race. So 54 young canoers across the country racing here, and great showing from all of those in heat number 1. Now getting ready for heat number, and this is quite a race again with the wind. It's a tailwind, but it's also coming across the course, so it's tough to keep these C2s are particularly a challenge. The boys really need to be in sync to keep things going. Dan Nuttall out asking about the wind. I would guess right now about a 15-kilometer wind. It's about a 10 to 15-kilometer wind with a gusts. It's a bit of a tailwind, and then cutting across from, if you're paddling down the course, from your right to left. Dan, hope that helps you out as you're watching. Jacob McKenna cheering on Jay and Matt there. Nancy Gervais cheering on Point Claire. Got a shout out for Stu Bradley. And we need Chris LaPlante back to the tower, please. Chris, need you back up at the tower. And Chris is just up here pointing out Fresh Air Experience is here. They're giving away water bottles, so if you see someone carrying around water bottles, they are giving away water bottles with Fresh Air Experience. Also a reminder to go check out the merchandise in the merchandise tent. Tons of great stuff. The organizers here have done a great job with the logo and the merchandise. I have to say the 2019 CKC Sprint National Championships logo is great. And some excellent t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies that they still have for sale. Shopping days left till Christmas, folks. It's getting close. We have East Coast Paddler cheering on Sakawah up in this race, so I'll hold that off there for East Coast Paddler until they come down a little bit. But we have a start. They're off the course, or they're on the course, rather. More Mississauga boats. Lane 1, Jacob Cummings and Sean Walker. Lane 2, Mississauga, Zach Kralik and Zach LaFontaine. Lane 3, Sakawah, Noah, Avery Gray, and AJ O'Connell. We know someone at home is watching Sakawah. Calgary's Nikita Cuden and Willem Naffen. Lane 5, Rito, Matthew Cobden and Kieran Graham. Lane 6, Otterburn, Emile Bouvier and Nicholas Steinel. Lane 7, and in lane 8 from Carlton Place, Max Hong and Anik Marshallon. And in lane 9 from Otterburn, Enzo Bernatchez Bork and David LeBlanc. And they're about the 600-meter mark right now. Again, it's tough to call this far out exactly where they're at, but looking across, it looks like 2, 5, 6, and 8 all having strong races, folks, right now. 2, 5, 6, and 8 at the 500-meter mark look to be up there. 3 also looking strong. And just a reminder, as paddlers come through and we call the races, if results are on app or CKC app. If you are at home and following along, it's a great thing to download on your phone. CKC app, you can find it on Google or Android Play, the Google Play Store rather, or Apple rather, to find the app. But it's the CKC app. Immediacy puts it together. It's excellent for following the races. And right now it looks like lane 2. That's Mississauga, Kralik and LaFontaine. I think that's Rito in 6. In 6. Rito in 5. Cobden and Graham. Lane 3, Sakawah with the fans at home. Avery Gray and O'Connell having a good race. As they come up to about the 250 mark right now, it looks like Mississauga and Rito in the top 2 spots. It's like Rito just ahead right now, folks, in lane number 5. As did Kralik and LaFontaine from Mississauga. Kieran Graham won gold yesterday, folks, in the men's K1 200 meters. Zach Kralik made the podium as well, folks, earlier this week. And it will be Rito in 5, Mississauga in 2. A battle here for third spot right now. We've got boat number 3, that's Sakwa, Avery Gray and O'Connell. And lane 6, I know we got Sakwa fans cheering these boys on. And it will be Sakwa grabbing that third spot. Again, top 2 qualify, and the 3 fastest times will move on. So do check the results online to see where things work out. Got to be honest, I thought I'd get a bit more love from East Coast Paddler cheering on Noah and AJ there from Sakwa. I thought I'd see a bit more love on the online here on the live feed, but we'll take what we can get here in the announcer's booth. Okay, thanks, East Coast Paddler. We see that popping up. And we're waiting on the start for race 172, heat number 3 of the men's C2, 1,000 meters, U16. Again, for many of these racers, this is their first time, their first event paddling at Nationals. Some of these young men didn't get a chance to race in the singles events and will be doing their first races here today. So great to see so many young paddlers in total, 54 athletes from across Canada racing in this race in the U16 men's canoe. And in heat number 3, we have in lane 1, Trois-Rivières, Christophe Tremblay, and Antoine Vachon. Trois-Rivières, where's our cheer? Trois-Rivières? All right, Micmac, lane 2, Eric Chouinard and Elliot Thrush. Thanks, Micmac. Saskatoon, Milo Granger and Dominic Tarasoff. From False Creek in lane 4, Kenjiro McMartin and Quinn Thompson. Lane 5, South Niagara, Josh Abbott Tate and Austin Pichon. Lane 6, Rito, Peter Bradley, and Nick Talgett. Lane 7, Cascade, Adrian Ball and Ivan Jensen. Lane 8, Burloak, Thomas Bremerman and Nathan Orischak. And in lane 9 from Mississauga, Jack Chambers and John Mollard. Early right now, folks, at about the 600-meter mark, but looks like it is South Niagara, Austin Pichon and Josh Abbott Tate out in the lead. Austin had a great race yesterday, winning the men's 6K, so he's got the legs for 1,000 meters. Tight for second right now. Looks like lane 4, that is False Creek, lane 6, Rito. And might be lane 8 out there as well, folks. Great to see South Niagara really coming on now with their program over the last couple of years. A number of strong paddlers coming out of South Niagara. That's they paddle out of the Welland International Flatwater Center in Welland, Ontario. Right now, just past at about the 350 mark, still looks like South Niagara in first place. False Creek looks to be in second, and it's a race there for that third spot with Rito, and looks to be lane 8 is Burloak. race. South Niagara probably the favorites coming in, but being challenged here, folks, by False Creek. Looks like Rito in third right now. Pigeon, Abbott Tate, South Niagara in first. McMartin and Thompson from Falls Creek in the 2 spot right now. And those 6 and 8 boats, Rito, Bradley and Talgett, and Bremerman and Oristrak racing for time, folks. Nice race from South Niagara, nice race from Falls Creek. Real race for third here, folks. It'll be Rito. Rito in third, and then lane 8, that's Burloak. Bradley and Talgett from Rito in lane 6, Burloak, lane 8, Bremerman and Oristrak. Nice race here for 5, folks. Taliviere coming on in lane 1. Lane 2's Micmac. Out there in lane 9, we've got Chambers and Mollard from Mississauga. Again, some of that young canoe crew from Mississauga that are going to be ones to watch in the years ahead. We got cheer up from Ellen for Kenji and Quinn. Lots of love for False Creek. Grandparents watching the Rito boat. And that'll wrap up the men's, the U16 boys, C2, 1,000 meters. Tough race in these wind conditions. Again, winds, I'd say, back up to at least 15 coming from the northwest. So coming across the paddlers from their right shoulder to their left shoulder. They're making a slight course adjustment right now as we get ready for the men's K4 500-meter races. So they're moving down from the 1,000 meters down to the 500. We'll be back on to announce in a couple of minutes. And we've got to start. We're back on 1041, race 173, heat number 1 of 3 heats, men's K4, 500 meters, lane 2, Chima, Odas, Levasseur, McGrath, and Wark. Lane 3, Lac Beauport, Dallaire, Desrosiers, MacArthur, Gagnon, and Lefrancois. Lane 4, Burloak, Adams, Baird, Burkholder, and O'Hara. Lane 5, Nanaimo, Ali, Buse, Duff, and Strashenko. Lane 6, Ottawa, Gugliani, Moiser, Page, and Savalescu. And lane 8, Orenda, Firth, O'Connell, Reinhardt, and Shannon. Folks, this is a great race. Top 2 and 3 fastest times will move on. Right now, it looks like Lac Beauport has got that first spot, but too close to call for that second spot right now, folks. Look at this. It's a great race. Lac Beauport. And then we've got 2, 5, and 6 right now. But it will be Lac Beauport. Look at this, though, for that second spot. 5 and 6. That's Nanomi and Snowby. Look at this. Look at this. Whoa. I can't. I'm a great announcer. But this is tough to call. It might have been Nanaimo, folks, grabbing that second spot. But we know in the tower it's going to be going to video review, folks. We'll have to watch. Check your CKC app for the final results. But boy, oh boy, that was one of the taking that, and I think Nanaimo just squeezed out ahead of Snowby at the line. And for those of you watching at home, the actual finish line is not where the white markers are. It's slightly in front of where those white markers are. So, in fact, it's about 3 or 4 meters this side of those white markers. So as you watch these races and where they come through, you're actually looking at the finish line. In fact, if you're looking across, you can see a dead tree across the course and the actual marker of where that line is. So it's about 3 or 4 meters this side of those white buoys for the finish line. And yes, it was Nanaimo, folks, coming across, in case you're wondering, 4/100ths of a second ahead of Snowby in that race. Great race from Nanaimo. Great job, Snowby. We did need boats 3, 5, and 8 to boat control on that race. 3, 5, and 8 to boat control. Again, top 2 and 3 fastest times. And let's get this one, announce this one out before they get off the line, get the names through. 7 boats in heat number 2, starting off in lane 2, Cascade. We have Quinn Ball, James Griffin, Wynn Murray, and Ty Whitehouse from Ridge. In lane 3, Edward Colhoun, Alexander Dmitriev, Darren Grinnell, and Stephen Wong. In lane 4, L'Olivier, Louis Blanchette, Matthew Gilbert, Nathan Coney, and Laurent Lavigne. Lane 5, Greater Edmonton, Evan Chiasson, Jeremy Poulin, Harris Swadell, and Jason Watamanek. Lane 6, Mississauga, Sebastian Kronowski, Hayden Kralik, Anil Poisson, and Nick Chinchini. Lane 7, Bernuk, Thomas Cox, Sakawa, Austin Cleveland, Michael Fleet, Rowan Gray, and Aiden McCumber. And I know we've got some Sakawa fans watching online. Got to start. About the halfway mark right now, looks like lane 4, folks. Trois-Rivières. It might be Greater Edmonton. Folks in lane 5, actually. Trois-Rivières in lane number 4. Lane 2 is Cascade, but it looks like... Sorry, check that. That is lane 4. Trois-Rivières having a great race. Lane 7, Bernuk looking good. Lane 6, Mississauga hanging in with that sharp-looking K4. And Bernuk in 7 coming on. Laurent Lavigne and the Trois-Rivières crew in lane number 4. Mississauga making a push here, folks, for that second spot. There will be Tolivier, Bonuk, Mississauga, and in lane 3, that's Ridge.
I went into full volunteer shirt. My volunteer coordinator, and I said, yeah, here, start giving these away. Ours are blue and yours are red. I said, just give these away. She opened it up and she said, you sure you want to give this to one of them? Where that? That in Vancouver then. PDP 2014 World Champion.
That's pretty cool.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Gotta walk up and get my shirt.
All right. All right, folks, we got a lineup. Men's U18 K4 500 meters. And some exciting races. Tough to beat that first heat, but this could be one of the most exciting races of the day coming up right now, folks. Heat number 3, lane 2, we have Otterburn, Theo Dufour, Médéric Hogue, Felix Raymond, and Zachary Soro. Lane 3, Point Claire, Jeremy D'Souza, Justin Levine, Mark Mancini, and Emile Prou. Lane 4 from Bannock and Emile Prou. There might be some folks watching back in Ottawa for Emile Prou. I know he's got some fans in the Ottawa area. Lane 4, Bannock, Lachlan Cranston, Ian Godet, Cole Parsons, and Liam Ring. Lane 5, Rito, Alessandra Busa, Benoit Davies, Jacob Price, and Clayton Sipthorpe. Lane 6, Calgary, Van Holman, Dawson Hutchinson, Brody Johnson, and Rowan Zooks. And in lane 7, from False Creek, Marvin Bader, Lucas Mortensen, Hunter Nival, and Nolan Tomaselli. We've got to start. And folks, if you don't know Chris LaPlante, he's our chair of the host organizing committee here. He's walking around right now. If you see a guy out there with a green t-shirt that is in his hands, it's Chris LaPlante shirt with an autograph from Adam Vancouver, who, of course, 15 years ago, he actually won the gold in Athens. Katie Vincent signed the shirt. It's basically a shirt signed by most of Canada's national team, including our Olympic medalists. And he's got a winner. He's got a young man there with a hoodie, I think, who's won the t-shirt. Oh, he's sharpening it around, Chris. Let's go back to the race right now. Looks like that's Bannock in lane number 4. Bannock having a good race. Tight for 2 right now. Battling for second spot. Bannock right now with the lead. Rito looks to be in second spot right now. Folks, Bannock and Rito. Point Claire in third. Nice race from Calgary out there in lane number 7. And it will be Bannock grabbing that first spot. Rito grabbing that second spot onto the final. Point Claire with a nice time there. Folks, board number 3 and Calgary. Let's go big hand to lane 2 here, the Otterburn crew. Every one of these paddlers. Nice showing here, boys. Good race. Well done. Again, I got to love the Otterburn color scheme. It's fantastic. The gold and maroon. It's more like a chartreuse, actually. Less of a gold, more of a chartreuse color. And that wraps up our 3 heats in the men's K4 500 meters U18 and getting ready for our K2 1,000 meters. So we're going to have a quick course adjustment as we head down to the 1,000-meter start mark for the junior men's K2. 3 heats in this race as well, folks. Just for a check, if you're watching at home, we've got the junior men's K2 1,000-meter races coming up. And then we are into the, we've got 3 heats. Then we've got 3 heats of the U18 men, 2 heats of the U18 men's C2 1,000 meters. And then we've got our first medal race of the day. It's the mixed U16 war canoe race coming up at 11:30. So getting close right now, folks, to our first medal races of the day, which should be quite exciting. So 6 more races, then our first medal race, war canoe. Expect a big crowd out here on the dock to cheer on the boats from across the country. Getting a little love here from Ellen for False Creek in their U18 K4. Sharon Jefferson cheering on Rito online. And my mom keeps on telling me the audio is cutting out. So, Dina Colina, I don't know, Dina, what all those emojis are for. I doing our best here. Again, if you are watching online, please feel free to add your comments. We'll pass them on as we can to our athletes here racing on the course. It's great to see that we've got folks out there watching the live stream and enjoying the races here at the Wascana, Lake Wascana Canoe Course, home of the Wascana Canoe Club, and the 2019 CKC Sprint National Championships. All right, we've got to start to the junior men's K2 1,000 meters. 5 boats in this first race. There are 3 heats, so it will be top 2 and 3 fastest times. In lane number 2, we have Micmac, Kevin McIntyre, and Adam Scott. In lane 3 from Carleton Place, Aidan Dumont and Thomas Paquette. Lane 4, Pointe-Claire, Guillaume Fournel and Angelique Telot. Lane 6, Richmond Hill, Alexander Ivanov and David Stewart. And in lane 8 from Lachine, Dominic Gomez-Ganger and Louis. 5 boats in heat number 1, folks. Junior men's K2 1,000 meters. And actually, at this point, it looks like we've only got 4 boats on the start. I think that's Pointe-Claire right now, Fournel and Tarot. Sorry, that actually I think is Richmond Hill, Ivanov and Stewart right now out in the lead. at about the 600-meter mark. In a battle for that second spot right now. We've got 3 heats, top 2, and the 3 fastest times will advance. Right now, folks, Richmond Hill, Ivanov, and Stewart look to be in the lead, but we've got a real race here for that second spot and the guaranteed move on to the final. That's from Pointe-Claire and Gomez-Goncher and Vanderek from Lachine. Well, I'm both making a move here right now, folks, on Richmond Hill. It's going to be a good race. As they approach the 200-meter mark, it's looking pretty even across the board for those top 2 spots. And I think, in fact, Lachine's got it. Gomez and Goncher and Vanderek right now. And Lachine, the only other canoe club in Canada that has a canal named after them. Good finish here, folks. This is Richmond Hill and Lachine. Richmond Hill and Lachine battling it out. And check that. That was Carleton Place, folks, in lane 3. That's Dumont and Paquette. But it will be Richmond Hill, Lachine, Carleton Place grabbing that 3rd spot. Nice race from Carleton Place. And for those watching at home, that's Micmac with a Masqua kayak. All right, we've got to start to heat number 2. Junior men's K2 1,000 meters. 7 boats in this race, starting off in lane number 2. Claude-Olivier, Jerome Lemay, and Jeremy Marchand from Fort. In lane 3, Elliot Hoyt and Ben Munch. Lane 5, Bonnock, Alex Canning, and Jack Hall. Lane 6, Olivier, Albert Levine, and Laurent Levine. Brother combination from Claude-Olivier. Lane 7, Micmac, Brady Beaver, and Carson Leslie Spruill. And in lane 8 from Masqua, Adam Giles and Peter Giles. I'm guessing there's a brother combo in that race heat as well, folks. So some fun boats to watch here as they come down the course. Suspect we may have some viewers, some Claude-Olivier watching the Levine boat in the junior men's K2 1,000 meters. Laurent, of course, won silver medal at the Junior World Championships in the K1 1,000 meters. Fantastic race from Laurent earlier this year. I stand corrected, it was the K1 500-meter race where Laurent won silver medal at the Junior World Championships in Romania earlier this month. Five and 4 and 3 and 2. All up there. It looks like Claude-Olivier right now, folks. Claude-Olivier, Bonnock in second spot. Rito and Bonnock battling up for that second spot right now with Claude-Olivier in the lead. I guess the audio keeps on cutting in and out. We'll try our best here. It is windy, which is having an impact on the audio. In the lead, but we've got that's Rito and Bannock right now battling for that second spot in the guaranteed slot into the final. And it is Levine and Levine in the lead. Looks like Rito now pushing on that second spot. That's Farquharson and Hoffer from Rito. And it will be Bannock in 3. Lachlan Farquharson's mustache probably having something to do with that result there for Rito in the second spot. And we need boats 3, 5, and 7. Again from Masqua, that's Adam Giles and Peter Giles there in lane number 8 coming across. Sorry, Caitlin, I see he talks with the audio and the audio cuts off. Thank you for the feedback, Caitlin LeBlanc, out watching on the live stream. We're doing our best with the audio. It's windy, so there's challenges with the connections with the wind. We're doing our best here with the audio, folks, for the races. And just so that you do know, we don't, as the races come down the course, we don't announce the entire thing. It would drive everyone here nuts if I was talking nonstop. So we do take breaks along the way as well, but trying our best to keep the audio going and to talk it through as the racers come down the race. And we are getting ready for And we have a start, Heat 3. Junior men's K2, 1,000 meters. In lane 2, Sonobe, David LeBlanc, Robert Walsh. Lane 3, Nanaimo, Michael Lanyon, and Spencer Robinson. Lane 4, Greater Edmonton, Jeremy Bennett and Andrew Drotsky. Lane 5, Balmy Beach, Cameron Lowe and Jack Richmond. Lane 5, from Micmac, Daniel Clattenburg and Paul Lapierre. And in lane 7, from Rito, Ben Lacroix and Chris Tabry. Thanks for the shout out, Kelly Stott, listening online or following along online. And again, Caitlin LeBlanc, we're doing our best with the audio. We know it's cutting in and out, so we're trying our best. We don't announce these races all the way down, however, so at times we're just simply quiet. It looks right now, folks, That's Balmy Beach low in Richmond. Richmond. But close across at about the 500-meter mark, 6, 5, 4, and 3 all up there. In fact, I think right now 6 Micmac, Clattenburg, and Lapierre. Tight across the board here, folks, at about the 300-meter mark. 6, 5, 4, and 3. Really too close to call. Low in Richmond from Balmy Beach looked to have the lead, being pushed by Micmac, Clattenburg, and Lapierre. Check that. That's Micmac, I think, right now at the 200-meter mark first. Could be an exciting finish here, folks. Rito coming on as well. 3 times. Rito making a push right now. That's Lacroix and Tabry. It's Micmac, Clattenburg, and Lapierre in that first spot. Folks, Rito coming on. It looks like it could be Balmy or Rito for 2. Balmy giving a push. And it will be Micmac, Balmy, Rito. Nice finish there by Greater Edmonton as well. Bennett and Drodsky with a great finish there, folks. In lane 4, and that's lane 3 coming across Nanaimo, Lanyon and Robinson. And we have a start. This is 11:14, race 178, heat 1 of 2, U18 men's C2 1,000 meters, competing for the David Jones Memorial Trophy. And with 2 heats in this category, it will mean top 3, and then the 3 overall fastest times will move on to the finals. Should be some great races coming up, folks. Lane 2, Greater Edmonton, Dylan Kuski and Aiden Stock. Lane 3, False Creek, Idris Hunter and Kenjiro McMartin. And I know someone at home is cheering for Kenjiro. Lane 4, Masqua, Andrew Billard and Nicholas Koch. Lane 5, Point Claire, Jacob Merlarpin and Jaden Terreau. Lane 6, Rito, Ensby Brule and Matthew O'Neill. Lane 7, Mississauga, Josh Cummings and Matthew Sampson. Lane 8, I hear that cheer from Mississauga. And in Lane 8, Eric Schweinard and Elliot Thrush. It's okay to cheer them on along the sidelines here, folks. That's a Rito boat. Hard to miss with those bright green tops that they wear. They got them on sale last week at Dollarama. Tight race across the board here right now, though. We've got, it looks to be Rito, Point Claire, Masqua, and False Creek. All of them up front there. Great looking race. At about the 400-meter mark, I think we had Hunter, Billard, and O'Neill in the 6, 4, and 3 boats. Were all on the podium in the the C1 1,000-meter final. So, no surprise you've got these boats up here having great races. It's a great race, folks. Hard to call right now, but it looks like could be False Creek or Masqua. Hunter McMartin, Billard Koch. Rito's keeping pace as well. 3 across the board. Top 3 move on, but look at this race, folks. This is tight. Great race here, folks. They're coming down. Looks like Rito and Masqua. False Creek in 3. Great race here, folks. And it will be Brule and O'Neill from Rito, Masqua in 2, False Creek in 3 to grab the top 3 spots and move on to the final. That's Point Claire right now in lane 5. Merlarpin and Terreau. Nice. Having a great race out there in boat 7. And a big hand for Schweinard and Thrush here from Micmac coming in there in lane number 8. You see both of them with life jackets on. That means 2 U16 paddlers. A big hand for Greater Edmonton right now. Number 2, Dylan Evankuski and Aiden Stock bringing it across the line. Great to see Calgary and Edmonton with their paddling clubs coming along here and having paddlers racing at nationals. You see what BC's been able to accomplish in the last couple of months, last couple of years, building up their clubs and having that competition within province. Great to see Alberta doing the same thing. Well done, Edmonton. We're getting ready for the second of two heats in the men's C2 1,000 meters U18. And then we'll have our first medal race of the day, the mixed U16 war canoe. And we've got to start, too. Heat number 2, race 180. It is in lane 2, Burloak, Peter Bremerman, and Matt Vernoy. Lane 3, Sonobe, Jacob Quillen, and Logan Tom. And lane 4, Mississauga, Dylan Schroeder and Benjamin Sprang. Lane 5 from Fort, Braden Davis and Noah Seid. Lane 6 from the home club, Wascana, Jaden Hingley and Christian Patterson. Lane 7, Lac Beauport, Metalik Deloche and Edgar Desi. And then lane 8 from Lac Beauport, Louis Couture and Victor Hardy. And we got cheering for Wascana online. Carl Hingley rooting on Wascana. Out online to Jerry Fence. He's watching in the Caribbean. Gotta love, nothing an announcer loves more to know he's being broadcast around the world. It'll make my voice go even deeper. We got folks in the Caribbean watching, folks in Fonthill, Ontario watching, folks in Quebec watching, a lot of folks out in Atlantic Canada watching on the live stream. Getting ready, of course, for the mixed U16 war canoe coming up after this race. But right now, let's get back to the men's C2. They're hitting the 500-meter mark. Looks like lane 6 Wascana having a good race there, the home course. And sorry, that's lane 6 Wascana having a great race. Lane 7 up there as well, folks. But right now, I'd call it. It looks like Sonobe. Thank you, Sonobe, for cheering. I'm sure the boys appreciate it. In fact, you probably could be louder because they can actually hear you if you cheer loud enough. I know this for a fact. Sonobe, Quillen, and Tom, it looks like right now, in a tough race for second. Folks, I think we've got the Wascana having a great race here. And lane 4, Mississauga, Schroeder and Quillen and Tom with it. But who do we got? Is that Wascana coming on? Let's give Wascana a cheer. That's Hingley and Patterson. Nice finish. Digging in. It is, folks. Look at this. Look at Wascana on the home course. That's Hingley and Patterson. Having a great race. They're going to win this. They're going to take it. And on they will move. In lane 3, Sonobe, Quillen, and Tom. Big Ham, Wascana, off to the finals. Sonobe grabbing second. Mississauga grabbing third. In lane 7, Lac Beauport, Desrochers, and Desi. Looks like they'll grab the 4th spot there. Again, top 3 and the 3 fastest times overall will move on to the finals. Number 5, Davis and Said. And Carl Hingley shouting out online, push it, Wascana, push it real good. Thank you for laughing at my lame jokes, folks. We are getting ready right now I've said this a couple of times before, made some early predictions, but right now, this could potentially be the most exciting race of the day so far. Coming up, we've got the mixed U16 200-meter war canoe. Yeah, you know it. I want to see a lot of parents up here along the shore. We've got 6 boats in this. Some of the parents have had the math wrong. The 15th person in the boat in the C-15 is the captain. So they're not really a paddler. We've got 14 paddlers in each race. 6 times 14, 84 racers coming up. It's nice to see Calgary with a war canoe, folks. Great to see Calgary represented with 14 paddlers from their U16 program here for the Nationals. Fantastic to see. They'll be racing in lane number 7. Home Club coming up as well. All right, clubs, if you're back on the shore, time to head out to Pine Island. It's our first war canoe medal race of the championships coming up. 16 war canoe. This is really where paddling careers are established, folks. The U16 mixed war canoe. Every racer who's ever mounted anything has paddled in the U16 mixed war canoe. We've got music, we've got drama, we've got excitement. We've got the U16 mixed war canoe, 200 meters. We'll call them out now, starting off in lane 2 from Rito, captained by Connor O'Neill. Rito. In lane 3, captained by Andres Karenko. The Rito Canoe Club, 2 war canoes for Rito at the U16 level. In lane 4, all the way from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Love the fans from Sonobe. And from Quebec, captained by Antoine Laliberté. Give it up for Otterburn. Otterburn, we want to hear a little more cheering, Otterburn. I wasn't impressed with the Rito cheering, frankly. All right, in lane 6, the home club, Wascana. And in lane 7, all the way from Alberta, the Calgary Canoe Club. Two's Rito, 3's Rito, 4 Sonobe, 5 Otterburn, 6 Wascana, 7 Calgary. We've got Jacob McKenna cheering on Sonobe all the way from Jacob McKenna online. I'm watching them. I can see it. Thanks. Good cheering, Sonobe. Got to hear a little Rito love out there. I think Sonobe, for having half the number of paddlers in, I think Sonobe's doing a good job keeping up. There we go, Sonobe. They're coming to the line. Again, Rideau, Sonobe, Otterburn, Wascana, and Calgary. Folks, this could be the most exciting race of the day. Oh, I'm excited. Are you excited? The first medal race of day 3. For many of these paddlers, folks, this is their first paddling opportunity at Nationals. So a lot of fun to watch these young paddlers as they get ready to go here. Ian Mortimer with the music. And they've got to start. They're off. It looks like right now Rideau with a bit of a lead, both 3. Rideau and Sonobe. Otterburn looking good. Otterburn, Rideau, Sonobe. Right now that's Rideau with the lead. Rideau, Otterburn, Sonobe. Rideau, Otterburn, Sonobe. And they are coming. They're going hard. That's Ella Hutchinson in the front for Rideau. They're going to do it. It's Rideau, Otterburn, Sonobe, Rideau. Oh! All right, folks in the boat in there. Great race, folks. That's it for the morning. A big thank you to all of our officials on the water for their great support this morning here in Regina. Great start to the day. Finals all afternoon. Congratulations to those 3 boats, Rideau, Otterburn, and Sonobe, in our first medal race of the day. Right, we'll be going back to a break. We start again at 12:30 for those following online. 12:30 Regina time. That's 4:30 for those of you listening, or 2:30 rather, for those of you listening back in Ontario. 3:30 for those of you listening back in Nova Scotia.